Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Deb's Thing, and I'm not showing you my design quite yet because I am so excited about it. I've had a really incredible week of one design after another. I mean, not just coming out, I've had like 4 or 5 dud pieces of bracelet. I do about this much of it, and test samples, and one after another goes in the trash, but then after every 5 tries or so, something just pops out, and this might be my most favorite bracelet I've ever made. And it had a little oriental feel to it, so please excuse me, I am not very literal and knowledgeable of the whole, oriental world. But these 2 words came to me, and I thought they sounded really pretty. I looked them up online, and there was actually an actress who played in Golden Finger in 1964. Her name is MAI LING, and I just thought that was really pretty and was fitting for this bracelet. And oh, I hope you guys like it as much as I do, because now I'm got you all worked up. But this is what I made. Oh my gosh, I love it, I love it, I love it so much. Oh my gosh, it feels nice, it looks nice, and I just love these colors, and they kind of remind me of, of something I'd see like in a kimono colors or something like that. And I have no idea if Mei Ling is Japanese. I don't even know if kimonos are strictly Japanese. I'm completely unknowledgeable of that, but Mei Ling sounds pretty and hopefully is not offensive in translation. So this is the back side, this is the front, and then I thought, how could I make another bracelet that looks so pretty? And I came up with this. Ooh, 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 I love it, I love it. I still think I like this one a little better because my first love. This is this one, and this is the front side, and this is the reverse side, so they're both look nice, but to me this is the side. So let's get going. It'll be 4 pins across, 4 bars across. Now those of you who just have 1 loom or possibly 2 looms, if you buy 1 or 2 extra pins, like if you only have 1 loom, buy 1 extra bar rather, for like the price of a bag of bands, you can make this work. If you're just doing 1 loom with 4 bars across, you'll take this big one and put it like 1, 2, 3 here, and then you'll take the 2 little ones, put 1 up here and 1 down here, and that will hold it. As long as you don't have too much tension, it'll work. Now I am only using the braces that come with 2 looms, so I've got the 2 little ones down here, the 2 in the middle, and then 2 at the end. So if you have 2 looms and buy 2 extra bars, you can make this. Okay? So let's get going. How am I going to do the colors on this? Okay. For the gold, which I'm calling color A, I am going to be using this silver here. For this the Caribbean pearl here, I am going to be using neon blue, I think. Yeah. But I'm not going to be using it. I'm not going to be using it here. I'm going to be using a different color here. For the gold, wait a minute. What was it? Okay, oh, this gold. This special gold in the middle, these little ones that come across like this. I'm going to be using the Sweets Navy Blue. And I do believe what I did right here to make this like this, it might be a new technique or a twist on a technique. I don't know. I haven't seen it before, so in my brain I invented it, but I'm sure with the thousands and thousands of tutorials out there, somebody's probably already done this before. So just for these up here, I'm going to be using the Sweets Navy Blue. Now for the red, I'm going to use the pastel yellow. And then for these 2 rows up here, which I just happened to use the Caribbean color, which was color B, here I use the rounded LE purples. So for these 2 strips up here, I am going to use the LE pearl white. Okay, so if you're not too confused, let's get going. I think I'll use this one for reference because I did use a different color. So let's try this again. For color A, which is, what is this? It's one of the Persian colors right here, Persian purple or something like that. Some of the 2 tones of the gold on the outside. I am going to be using, oops, you know what? The silver. And I don't think I have enough bands out. So let's start by, I'm so excited, I'm distracted. Placing, I'm going to double this up because this will be my extension or my connection. Right, this little guy right here. So since it's a bigger bracelet, I double it up. And then we will take your color A and go all the way up either side. Okay? Then you'll do the same on this side. I'm getting started a little late. I always have the excuse, oh, I'm starting so late, my brain isn't working. Well, my brain doesn't work when I get up in the morning. It might work for 5 minutes somewhere after a few hours, and then it stops again. So anyhow, no biggie. This is real simple. Just on either side, all the way up. Put whatever color is going to be on the outside here. It's easier to see on this one because there's more of a contrast. How the gold is up the sides, okay? And I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I had plenty of the silver. These are actually reused. I was working on another design. I didn't like this silver. I used different silver from Rainbow Loom on a design which I will show you another time. Which is also cool. Not as cool as this one, but cool. So anyways, those are your A color bands. Now, if you remember, on this one, your B color, oops, they're going to be here and here. But on this one, I just used the B color up the sides. So it's up to you if you want to repeat up here. And I also suggest that you use, I tried just the regular opaque bands up, up these 2. And it was kind of sloppy looking. So these pearl bands, they're kind of a jelly type band, and then these rounded bands, they're tighter. They bounce back, and they hold their elasticity better. I found those better for these 2 rows. But right now, I'm just giving you a heads up for that. Right now, we're just going to do the outside. So whatever you want, like see here I have the purple, here I have the Caribbean pearl. You're going to start and go all the way up on top of the A colored bands. So you do that on both sides. So I will be right back because this is kind of a long, I'm doing full length, 2 looms full length. So I'll be back. Plus my cat's crying in the background. That's Wolfie. He always does that. He probably has somebody's dirty sock or something. Right. Kitty's quieted down. You wouldn't believe his name is Wolfie and you'd think he was a tough cat. Well, it was his brother, Pinky. Wolfie and Pinky are Tippies, brothers. You all probably saw Tippy's picture, and you saw him on my video before he passed away. Well, Pinky passed away a few months before Tippy did, but Pinky, the one who has the foo-foo name, he was a tough mouser, and Wolfie, the one with the cool name, the tough name, is the biggest wuss you ever saw. Excuse my language, but you know, he is. He's a little weenie. A little scaredy cat, truly. Okay, back to business. Now, we're going to put bands up these two middle rows. So if you like the way this one looks, use the same color here. Hopefully, you know, not opaque, not the opaque, either jelly or specialty bands. I just found it worked better. So on this one where I did use different, I used just opaque purple here, and I used this special limited edition purple here. I am going to use these, which these are a little sketchy because I do have breakage issues with these. I don't know if you have, but I tell you what, when one of those breaks and you got some complicated design and you've got to undo it to get one of those out, I am not happy at all. Happened twice on one of my designs today, but I got through it. So anyhow, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go up both. I'm trying to give them a little bit of a stretch, and hopefully, you know, they'll break. They'll break now if they're going to break, right? No surprises later on. Don't want them. I'll probably just stay on camera and babble a little bit with you, because this isn't going to take too long. My fingertips are officially numb. Got little splits all over them. My medication doesn't, my prescription ointment doesn't always work, and they start splitting open, and this is painful to tell you the truth, but after I do it for a while, the fingertips start going numb. Or if I'm talking like this, I'm not thinking about my fingertips unless I'm talking about them. Okay, let's change the subject. Alrighty. Oh, look. That's some weirdo band. Alright. Oh, head in the home stretch, almost. If I go off, you know, out of screen here, just going up each row here. Just getting these bands on. And you want to push them down because we have more bands going on top. Oops. I just love my, what do I call it? MAI LING. I think that's a pretty name. Alrighty, here we go. Almost. I just feel kind of conscientious when I do the whole thing on camera because I just feel like time is going by. But, see that? See that? Evidence! Proof! I love these rounded ones, but they're a little brittle. Yeah. I think Rainbow Loom needs to refine their recipe a little bit, so they have a little bit more elasticity. Okay, so we're going to put the last ones on like that. And let's please not have any more breakage. Okay, now we will take the A color, which for me was a silver, and place one here and one here. And I'll cap it later. I mean, it can be capped now, but do that later. Next, we take the color C, which is, here I used, Wolfie, used a, I think a metallic purple. No, I used a silicone. That was a silicone color. And this one was the metallic gold, the thicker metallic gold. So, I do like the thicker bands. So what you're going to do is not on the first pair of pegs in the middle, but you're going to go all the way up and just place a band across like these. Just like this. Very, very simple. I guess I'll stay on camera. This shan't take too long. Get up and see what Wolfie's up to. You know, the way he sounds, you'd think he caught himself a rat, but no, no, no. The worst thing, biggest thing he'll catch is somebody's sock or a tissue or something. He's the biggest baby, but he's sweet. All my cats are sweet. They've got so much love. All my 6 kids, my husband and myself, they couldn't help but be nice, lovey-dovey kitties. Okay. In the home stretch. Try to do it fast, yet not get the bands too twisted or anything. Try to keep them lined up nicely. Okay. Almost there. And you will go to the second to the last set of pins, because this one, of course, will be capping that. Alright. Let's make sure I've got everything. Okay. Last but not least are flinging my sorted out pastel yellows everywhere. I treasure these like gold. Because I don't want, it's like I don't want to use them because that means I have to sort more. Okay. You can either like just go up each side like this, or alternate back and forth, but I find it quicker to just do one side than the other. So just make sure you have one on each side of this C colored band. Or D, it depends how many colors you used. It's either 4 or 5 colors. So just either this way or back and forth. Okay? And I'm gonna turn off the camera right now in case I get a flub up or something, and I don't have to redo this whole section of footage. And I'll be back. Alrighty. We're almost done. This is how she should look, or he, depending which you named your loom. And now we just have to cap this, and I'm going to turn it around just because I have more table that direction. Now I did place 2 bands down here for my extension, so I'm going to be using the silver. Oops. It's going to be hard to keep on screen because it wants to fall off the other end. So I'm going to take, let's see, 2 bands, double them like this, and then stretch them over these 2 pins right here. Alright, let's go. This is not too difficult, I don't think. And I love how it came out. I think it's so pretty. Okay. I'll give you the initial sequence and then how to do it. Let me see. Do sections. Hold on. Do section at a time. Bring. Alright. So we're going to start by taking our 2 bands out to the sides. Back of that. And then, let's see, bring this band up on either side. Should probably looked at my instructions. I just did this like a couple days ago, but I've done so many bracelets, made so many new designs. Let me see, bring me up to, hold on, you know what? Before we get going, I'm going to go off and kind of get the sequence in my head a little better so I don't look like an idiot. Like an ignorant individual who doesn't know what she's doing. I do. Brain's just a little foggy right now. Be right back. Thank you so much. Alright. I got it straight in my head. So let's get going. So we brought each of these, just the top. We'll leave the A color bands alone. We won't be doing those or these down here until the very end, okay? So now that we have this band up here, we are going to take what I have labeled as a D band. It could be E if you chose a different color here. But anyways, you're going to take these bands and bring them to the center. And for some reason, if you notice right here, when you start pulling it, it starts twisting. I don't know why it does that, and if somebody has an ability to make it not like that, but I mean, it seems to straighten out when I take it off the loom, so it seems okay. So anyhow, bar the twisting of these bands right here. This is what I think is my new technique. You know, let me know if you've seen somebody else do it, but I haven't seen anybody else do it. Now we're going to reach under, and let's just do it. I'm going to reach under, grab this band, the blue band here, which was my C color. You're going to take it and bring it over here. Then you're going to reach in and grab its other half. Use your fingertip if you need to keep the bands on, and do that. Just like that. Super easy. So then so that we are able to do the next section, we bring this top layer up, one pin, and do the same. And we're going to keep doing this all the way up. Now I don't think it matters if you like do this side first this time, or you just keep going the same. I really don't think it makes a difference. So I'm just going to start from the left and then reach down here, pull these two that this one right here, this yellow one. So I'm pulling the two parts of it over or out so that I can reach underneath it. And then grab that. Use your finger because it will pop off, but it's okay to, you know, it'll just slip back on if it does fall off. Okay. Wolfie. Do this a couple more times. Bring up each side band, the color that's on top. Bring this one to the center. Pins. Reach in here and grab that one that's across these two pins, and grab its other side. You just want to grab it and not the band underneath it. And you definitely want to push these down because we do have to loop, you know, these bands under here later on. Oh, my back hurts. Gotta reposition myself. Hold on. Oh, the aches and pains of aging and illness. Such a bother. Okay, I'll do it a couple more times. Bring up the side. Gently bring it in. Reach down and grab, oops, pull those two bands, loops back. Grab this one, bring it over. Reach down like that, see it right there? Alright, one more, and I think you'll be able to do it on your own. Not too hard, is it? And I really like how doing this to the this band right here bringing it back over to itself. I really like how it makes this nice little pattern here. Let's see, maybe on this one you can see it better. You can't really see it too much. It's just a little peak of color on this side, but again, this is the highlight side. To me, this is the nice side. Alright, I guess I'm going to do one more. And then I'll go off camera and finish, because this will be tedious to keep watching. Keep hearing me blabber on. There. To the center pins. Oops. I forgot something. I forgot to finish this off. That's okay. It's not going to make a difference. Easily corrected. Alrighty. See you in a bit. Alrighty. Now for those of you who chose to use or could only use the minimum number of braces and couldn't put them like here and here for extra support, I think you noticed how they came really close together. I'm really glad to see that Rainbow Loom has come out with 6 this way, which will be definitely helpful to help prevent this from happening. But unfortunately at this time they are only available, I guess, in that Valentine gift package, and I don't need to spend, I think, $25–30 for all that stuff. I just need the braces, so hopefully they will come out with just the braces. And I would have liked to see them 8 pins this way and then have 4 on each side. But hopefully those, there are 3 pins on each side, and then I guess it's like 2 of these together, stuck together. We'll see. It'll definitely be better than this. A lot better. Especially for us who are getting bigger and bolder. Alrighty. Back to business. Very simple. You're just going to single chain all 4 rows. So I will start you out. But it's super, super basic. So you could do that all the way up to the end. Then come and do it on this side. And then you'll do the 2 middle ones. And if you're using these bands, these limited edition bands, be ever so gentle, because I tell you what, the way all this is looped already, I don't think there's any coming back from a broken band. The only thing I could think of doing would be what I've done on other bracelets that have broken is, while it's still all together, I take a piece of floss and I just kind of string it through and just tie it together, so that little section of the bracelet, and I just, you know, I try to make it so it goes on the, you know, that's the underside, and it holds the bracelet together. And I guess you can just take a little nail polish or something and dab whatever color on your white floss so that it's camouflaged. But that's the only solution I've come up with when you break a band, when there's, you know, no one doing it. I suppose there's other ways around it. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera and breathe carefully. In fact, I think I'm going to do these first, just because, well, there'll be more tension once these are looped up. So I'm guessing it'll be less tension on these bands right here if I do those first. So I'm going to do those first, then the outside, and then I'll be back to finish it off, pull it off, and see if this color combination is as awesome as it used to. Oh, I'm kissing them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Oh, I'm in love. Be right back. Oh, excuse me. So here is the loom, very precariously still together. This is definitely why I have, you know, spoken on several occasions that we need bigger and beefier braces. This thing is just trying to collapse in, and I you know, used the limited, you know, braces that come with just 2 looms so that I can show everybody it can be done. But I'll tell you what, when you take this thing off the loom is going to go flying everywhere. It's going to be real fun. So I am going to be taking this off the loom, off camera, because I don't want you to see that. This is one of those things that just should not be seen. Should not be on the airway for the world to see. Alright, so now I did all the bands all the way up. So now we're going to take this one over to here, and this one over to here. I have a terrible accent. I can do it when nobody's around, but the minute I get on the spot, an Irish accent, a Scottish accent, a British accent, Oriental, Hispanic, I blow it. I'm not so good. Okay, so right here, these the ones I had underneath, I'm going to just reach under here, grab those 2 on that side, hold it. Let's see. Whoops. Ooh, I hate when this is problematic. Let's see. Is that both of them? Yes, I think it is. I think I got 3 there. I have 2 or 3. Ugh. Pretty sure I have 3. Nope, I have 2. Alright. So, get those. Grab one of the bigger clips. So I'm going to ease it. Well, you know what? I'm going to be brave, folks. I'm going to do on this side and take one section off at a time. Fingertips are so sore from all the bracelets I'm making. I wanted to come up yesterday afternoon. I started working on a design. One of my children has left home. Not only has left home, but has left the state. She moved. I live in Southern California. She moved to Oregon. She's on her way up there. So this is my first of my 6 children. Let's see, I get an itch. How many of them? 4 of them are adults, and 2 are still minors. But she's the first one to move where she can't just drive over and, you know, hop on the bus or whatever and come over. So I made a bracelet for her and created with her spirit in mind, and I will be showing you that. I call it, I'm calling it, my husband came up with the name. It's called Love Chain. And what was I talking about? Oh yeah. I had to make it so many times till it came out the way I wanted in the bands, so that, you know, pick the right bands. Oh, my fingertips are just so sore. They're so much pain. But nevertheless, the show must go on, as the saying goes. I'm telling you all this stuff that doesn't matter. But if I scream ouch, you'll know why. Oh, look. See that? I know. This actually doesn't hurt. Gave Cider, our little puppy, his first bath. He's like 4.5 months old. And, you know, he was just trying to get out of the tub. He had clawed me, and I didn't even realize it until the second time. If you can see, this one here is kind of an A-shaped. He got this spot again and went at a different angle. That one I felt. It bled and bled. This one right there, I had to hold the towel on it for 15 minutes before it stopped bleeding. I'm telling you, I've never bled like that in a long time. He must have got me deep. Now we got that half off. Oh my gosh. I'm having palpitations. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this design. Oh, I'm patting myself on the back. Look, look, see? See? Yay, Debbie. I'm thrilled with this design. I love all the color choices I've picked out, which doesn't always happen. Sometimes my color choices are poo-poo. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is so, so pretty. Well, guess what? None of these 3 bracelets are going in my giveaway bag. I'm keeping all these. They're just too darn pretty. So anyhow, so you don't overstretch the bands out, just take your time. You know, I use my fingers to pull each section off. You know, you don't rip it off. If you if you go like make all these stick out too much. But holy cow, I'm in love. I'm in love. Some designs I just like. All right, let's take a gander. I love it. Now, the neon blue here, I'm probably going to use a little bit more toned down color, but you know what? I like the pop of blue. I wish it was a little more refined, but I like it. I like the bright blue against the more slate blue here. Oh, I love it. Well, I'll have to go off camera and, you know, kind of straighten out little bands that didn't come perfect alignment. But here's this side, and here's this side. Oh, I'm in love. I wish I made this one a little bit longer. But these are mine. Mine, 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 mine. Nobody's getting them but me. So anyhow, I'm just getting too proud of myself. Humble yourself down, Debbie. Reel it in. Anyways, if you like my MAI LING, please be sure to let me know on Deb's Thing, on my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe to me. And of course, check me out on Instagram at Deb's Thing. And make sure to hashtag MAI LING bracelet if you make a rendition. And notify me at Deb's Thing. Thank you so much for watching. This just might be my favorite bracelet design I have made to this point in time, and I've made a lot. Thank you so much. Good night.